How we doing, lads? I didn't really know what I wanted to do today. I hadn't really decided on anything. I did sort of want to do my hammerless a bit more, but then I decided I just couldn't be bothered. So I was just going to talk about something quick in this episode, something called trapdoor queuing. So basically what trapdoor queuing is it's sort of a nice way to be able to it's basically letting TNT through an area in a controlled manner. So it'll only work vertically, but we'll set it up very quickly. So basically how it works is there's sort of like this neat little gimmick about trapdoors, where if you quick pulse them, which is basically just giving them a pulse length of 1 game tick or 1 redstone tick. I think actually even up to 3 redstone ticks work for trapdoor queuing. But in this case here, what we'll do is we'll use a observer. So basically, we stick an observer here, and then we fire that. You'll see that it pulses very, very quickly. So the coolest perk about this, basically, right, is the fact that TNT will fall through it when you pulse these trapdoors. So we get, say, a dispenser, and I'm just going to wrap a dispenser just around the edge. Stick it there, and then that's not going to work, is it? The dispenser needs to go first. It's kind of no nice way for me to set this up as a test rig, but that's okay. So if we just do this, and then, okay, there we go. So basically, you should see what's going to happen is when we do fire this, it'll fall onto the trapdoor, and then you can see there that it does fall through the trapdoor after you do quick pulse it. So again, there you go, straight through. So where is this useful? Basically, you can basically use this to store shots. Say if we say take, well, that's my 3 sec there. I'll just go up to the top one. If we say take this 3 sec, what you can do is you can just sort of put a layer of trapdoors there, and then you can actually drop your entire power down, and it can be used as another layer on top of, say, the piston that closes your barrel in and your boosters. So you can actually, instead of using vertical space, you can use trapdoors to drop it in there. So that's sort of one example of it. Some cannons might be very, very tightly timed, so you might need to use trapdoors. So let's say if we have a cannon that's autoing, and we say have our TNT here for our boosters, maybe what we need to do is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is actually a scenario in my hammerless that I ran into that was slightly an issue. Basically, let's say that we need to drop our TNT in after the boosters have exploded. So if we were just using gravity and we didn't have these trapdoors here, it would fall through basically. And say the boosters have like halfway gone through. If we say open these trapdoors now, you're going to notice that there's going to be exposure to or if we didn't have any trapdoors there, you'll notice that there will be exposure from this TNT here affecting the TNT in there. And yeah, and so on. Basically, you'll get the booster from the previous shot interacting with the next shot. And sort of playing around with that a little more, it'll make it known that trapdoors, they do block exposure. So it's very, very handy for blocking exposure. But basically, if you are dropping, say, a 15 long stretch of TNT here, and you have the cannon timed so that basically, as the set of 15 TNT is dropping in, your boosters are firing, what you'll need to do is you'll need to add in trapdoors, or you'll need to give it some more vertical height. So basically, what I mean by that is you can either raise your power up, or you can add in a layer of trapdoors like this. And then what will happen is your 15 long row of TNT, whatever you want to call it, will land on top of the trapdoors as the boosters underneath are firing. And once the boosters are done firing, then you can just fire your trapdoors. There you go, just like that. That's good. Yikes. But yeah, that's sort of trapdoor queuing in a nutshell, really. It's only got like a couple of like very niche scenarios and like situations where it's good. Gonna help cut down vertical height of a cannon, but then you're gonna get added complexity when you do have to wire this up as well, because you're gonna need to basically just rewire this whole thing up to support trapdoors on the side. So that's got its advantages, disadvantages, and yeah, that's sort of a quick little video. For those who haven't really guessed it right now, I'm still sick, and my motivation isn't too great for this series at the moment. So I'm just going to do like little tidbits, sort of like this, for probably for the next couple of days, when I get back into the habit of it again. And I probably won't end up picking up that hammerless again. I'll probably just go straight to a render queue hammerless and sort of explain how render queue works. But yeah, that's sort of it for this video. So hopefully you all have a good day wherever you are, and I'll catch you all in the next video.